To this YouTube stream. Yes, it's live. If you might have come to this after it's streamed, thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you like it, my stuffs. Anyways, I just got out of the shower. My hair's still not brushed out yet. But hey, it's what you do when you're getting ready for work in the morning and I have to open. Unfortunately, I have to open. I've normally been closing, so I did not sleep. Normally, I'm about to go to sleep around this time, normally, or like 6, 7 in the morning. Wake up around 3, maybe 4 o'clock, and then get ready for work to be at work at 7 or 8, and then I close and do the same thing, but now I have to open. And I'm not looking forward to coming into work, to be honest with you guys, because we have a new system and I have to open, and I've never opened with the new system before, so I don't know what I'm doing. I may have to call our support team and try to figure it out from there. And then we don't have our 9 o'clock person coming in doing all the prep for us, so that is a bit different. I've been having issues at work with people lying. I don't care what the lie is. I just have a period with the lying in general. It's really freaking annoying. It's like beyond me. I can't even describe how angry I've been for the past few days. I don't even know where to begin. So we're gonna enjoy this kickstart. It's one of the few drinks that don't make my heart palpitate. Let me go ahead and get. There we go. I'm hands free. Okay. So I've been really upset with my boss lately. We were getting along so great, and I was enjoying this new found relationship with my boss, and she's right. I don't communicate. I'm not very good at it. Okay. I don't tell her everything that goes on in the store. Maybe I should, but I don't. I'm so used to being so independent and doing my job without any one needing to tell me what I need to do, because I already know what I need to do. And like I said, I thought her and I were having, a really good communication. We were getting along great, and it just turns out I'm losing my respect for her again. I really am losing respect for my boss, and I don't want to do that, but I am, because I have someone staying with me who also works with me right now, and just helping each other out. Because I don't like people being homeless, because I know what it's like to be homeless, okay? And if I can avoid a person from being on the streets, by all means, I'm going to try to save that person. Well, this is my boss wanted her to come in to work a little early, and because she was going to write her up for her little TikTok in our bathroom in her uniform. Yeah. Hi, Bobby. So, the cats are going crazy because they see mom's up. Anyway, so she said, "Hey, she said, I'm just gonna say that her name starts with an R, okay? And I'm gonna say, she said, I heard that R is planning to quit." And I said, "No, she lives with me. She needs at least 6 months of work history in order to be qualified to get an apartment or a place for her own." You know what I mean? And and then, but whenever, R was walking into the store, I was counting the drawers, and my boss pointed like that as she was walking in, and then did her whole head thing, like motioning with her head and her hands. So I knew who she was talking about. And I said, no. She said, well, I heard rumors that Aura's planning on quitting. And I'm like, and then I said, no, she lives with me, you know. Well, anyways, I told R and during the middle of my work shift. And she got pissed off at my boss and texted her, said, hey, I appreciate it if you wouldn't ask, assume things or rumors about me. Come to me, communicate, don't listen to everybody else. If you hear things about me, tell me, you know, don't be up in her business. And she's got a point. I mean, but it's not the first time my boss has like made up stuff to go fishing for information. You know what I mean? Like, it's downright manipulative crap. When it was, I told R, and then I was on the line. I was expediting. My boss calls me on the phone, and I missed the call because I was on the line. So I called her back on the phone. Guess what she does? The first thing she does, starts yelling at me, telling me that R was yelling at her, disrespecting her, and all that stuff. This woman doesn't realize that R lives with me and showed me her phone, showed me her text. And there was no tone of disrespect at all. It was my boss's tone to her that was very rude and disrespectful. And she called me on the phone. Of course, I missed it, and I called her back. She was screaming at me, telling me she needs to be able to trust all her managers with information, blah, 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 blah. I mean, and then I wasn't talking about R. I was talking about D. And there's no way I misheard the name. Because her R and D, the two names that start with that, sound completely phonetically different. And she motioned her head and she pointed in the direction as R was walking through the door. So my boss dead ass lied. And I'm pissed off about it. Because now, that night, excuse my language, but I half-assed the store. I did not, I closed it down like I normally do, but I half-assed it. I didn't filter the fryer. I did not clean the thermalizer. I did not really scrub the lobby. I did not really clean the bathrooms. I barely took out trash. I just counted my drawers and did the inventory and helped the girls get out. And that's that. I mean, I totally half-assed it. My heart wasn't even in my place. Normally, when I work, I put my heart into my job. And this woman, just my respect for her is withering away to smoke, if not vapor. Because I cannot stand liars. I just can't stand it. And I don't care what the lie is. Just tell the truth. And no matter how bad the lie, how bad the truth is, even if it's something I don't want to hear, just tell me the truth. I hate liars. Period. I really freaking hate it. And here I am. Like I said, I thought me and my boss were communicating and getting along great. And then, I don't like being tested either. This is like her little testing through her little fishing thing. Of course, I'm going to tell R when I hear stuff. Like if I hear stuff about you, say for example, you and I'm going to ask you, hey, I heard blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Then I'll grab that other person that I heard it from and bring them into that circle so everybody's involved. So it stops the rumors right there. And prevents more drama. But of course, my boss decided to yell at me and tried to gaslight me and tried to test me. And I don't appreciate being tested in that freaking fashion. It's downright disrespectful. I'm the only one, especially the managers, that's never called off of work. I've never, ever, ever, ever called off. And I get this woman yelling at me on the phone. Girl, bye. Girl, fucking bye. Don't talk to me that way. I've never talked to her that way. The way that she just like screamed at me on the phone. And you can tell she was crying. You could hear her crying in the background, like she was getting emotional. And when I looked at ours text between her and my boss, I was just like, well, she was very respectful to our boss, and our boss said, "Excuse me?" I saw the whole text, and then she didn't even mention my name. R did not mention my name to my boss, and my boss was like, "Don't listen to Alicia." So now the new joke now, because I'm that freaking heated. So because this is like getting to the point where it's like, okay, you want me to have all this responsibility, and I do my responsibilities, and then some extra. And you want to yell and scream at me? No, thank you, girl. Bye. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Um, so it's just this utmost disrespect from my boss. Just the most disrespectful crap from my boss. And I was just like, really? You want me to quit right here? I was so angry. I was so angry. If R was not working, I would have left the shift during my break. I would have quit. Right then, I was that angry. I had to leave to go to Walmart. I had to physically leave the place. And because I just didn't want to be around it. I was just so pissed off and so heated. And you can't trust anybody there anyway, because they all like, these people, everybody is trying to become a manager. Everybody's trying to kiss ass, basically, and become a manager. You can't trust people. It's just, I just can't handle liars. I really freaking can't handle liars. And or people will be like butting up to you to get information from you to tell the boss. There's a whole lot of sneaky, conniving stuff, and I'm starting to really lose respect. Come here, Onyx. Come here. Come here. Everybody meet Onyx, my newest addition. Oh, ma'am. Your claws. What? Hey. This is Onyx. Hey, Onyx. He's on YouTube. This is what I was trying to show you guys last time. No, she's had a growth spurt. You are my Velcro kitty. Okay. Anyways. So, I also don't like the fact that I feel like my boss pins people against each other on purpose to test people. And it's not the way I want to work. That's not the way I want to live at work. I mean, I shouldn't have to be in this type of environment where it's toxic. Thank you. So I'm just like, I'm beyond frustrated. I mean, it feels like what the last general manager did. You know what I mean? And then telling people to not listen to Alicia. Well, I got news for you. We have a new running joke now. We made a joke out of her thing now. So guess what? When my boss said, "Oh, don't listen to Alicia," what am I being a manager for? If you're gonna tell people not to listen to me, you know what I mean? Why are you trying to undermine me in any way? Don't listen to Alicia. You know. So now the new running joke is, I was telling D and R, because we worked together last time together. I said, "Oh, I guess we have like fries or something like that, and we had like a little bit of a basket of fries left over." And D was like, "Lisha, I'm gonna eat the rest of these fries." I'm like, that's because we're getting at the end of the night, and I said, "Well, just save me some. Remember, I'm walking the opposite direction. I was walking towards the lobby. Remember, I didn't see anything. And don't forget, you can't listen to Alicia." So we were just doing a little running joke. Yeah, with her because about don't listen to Alicia, don't listen to her, don't listen to me, you know. But it pissed me off because I mean, why would you try to pin your managers against each other or your coworkers against your manager? You know what I'm saying? It's really freaking disrespectful more than you know. And it's like, why am I hired as a manager then if you're going to tell people not to listen to your manager? Your people need to be listening to their managers because the managers have to manage. That's the key word. What's the common sense thing? And it just frustrates me. So again, I thought me and my boss were getting along great. And that's what I was hoping we would be able to get along great, come to a form of understanding, you know what I mean? And I could be her helper, you know what I mean? Like her who ride or die kind of at work, you know, because that's how I do it, my job. I'm pretty loyal to my job because I do like my job most of the time. But this whole lying thing and pinning people and trying to make me sound and look like I'm the crazy one. I'm rolling my eyes in that direction. You know what I mean? I just don't, it's just not right for people to do that type of thing. And so, like I said, I almost quit Wednesday night. I almost quit. And then she's got me scheduled to open, which I normally am a closer. These I have been for the past 2+ months. I have not had one opening shift in a very long time. And I'm just I'm just not happy. I just don't want to work for liars. I know that in the workplace people do lie, no matter what workplace that you work in. But my problem is when your boss tries to make you look like you're the crazy one so they can cover up their own tracks, cover up their own butt. And it's just like, why? Just say the truth. Say, yes, I did say R's name to her. Yes, I was asking if you were quitting. And then that's the other thing. They don't go to the source. They don't go um, say it to your face. They go do a little runaround with other people. You know what I mean? And then my boss likes to get buddy close to certain people and then push you away and then go grab another person, be buddy up with them to make them feel like they're important all of a sudden, and then discard them too, and then bring a new person and keep repeating that same cycle. And it's just frustrating. I don't even trust her. I'm at that point where I don't even trust her anymore. You can't trust people. Can't even trust your own boss. It's very frustrating. It's beyond frustrating. What, ma'am? Onyx. Come here. Come here, Velcro claws. Come here. Hi, Velcro claws. So, like I said, I almost quit. When I left to go to Walmart, I was going to not come back to work. I was not. I was so freaking angry. I just couldn't even function. I couldn't even think straight. Hello, everybody. So yeah, I couldn't even think straight, and I was making mistakes on the line. I was forgetting ingredients and things like that. I was forgetting items in people's bags. I was so angry. Just my concentration just went out the window, being so floored and angry over the fact that my boss lied. And then I was even pissed off because I asked R not to say anything to my boss, and she went on ahead and did that too. So, you can't really trust anybody, can you? Even if they live with you. So, that's where I'm standing at right this second. And I don't care if my coworkers send this video to my boss. If they happen to find out about my channel, they can tell my boss this. I'll say this to my boss directly to her face. I'm a direct person. I I don't beat around the bush. I don't go to I don't go to Johnny and go to to Maria or somebody when it's about Adam. You know what I mean? I'll tell Adam to his face how I feel. You know? Hello, hello, hello. I see you. I see you in the chat. So, I mean, I will tell you to your face how I feel. And it won't be like, it'll be private. I'll take you off to the side and have a talk with you, and I'll try to resolve the problem. But but I don't go around to Maria or to Johnny and tell them my grief with you. I'll tell you to your face. You may not like it, but at least I'm honest. You know. Boy, come here, Velcro claws. Good morning, ma'am. Mommy doesn't stink, no. Mama took a shower. Anyway, I just don't like the whole my boss pinning people against each other. I don't like the whole thing, my boss lying to cover her own rear end. I just don't like it. I just don't like this at all. I mean, like I said, I may end up getting a different job. Sorry. She wanted kisses. But, this is my newest edition. This is Onyx. But I was so angry. I still am angry. I still am quite pissed off. Still upset. I don't even want to come into work. I wanted to stand her up. And then she wanted me to have more communication with her, let her know when the floors had been swept and the lobby, scrubbed. She wanted to know when our top of the lines was clean. She wanted to know when the thermalizer, the fryer was done. She wanted me to get because I normally do these things privately. I don't just tell the whole world, yo, I did my job. I did my job I'm supposed to do. I don't need to be telling the whole world that I did my job, but that's what she wants me to do. So I've been working on saying, hey, the lobby floors have been scrubbed, or the fryer has been cleaned, and the diaper's been cleaned out. You know what I mean? But now I don't feel like I want to communicate with her at all anymore. I feel like I want to shut down because I don't feel like I can. I feel like if I give her any information, it's like little armings, you know what I mean? Little fractured, like little bits and pieces to use against me, that type of thing. And I don't feel safe with telling people things anymore because people will turn it around. You can say your favorite color is orange, and they'll turn it around and say her favorite color is pink, and she quacks like a duck. That's how crazy it is at my job, because people don't get their facts right. So even if that's why I feel like I'm shutting down my communication with her, and I just feel like I don't want to talk to my boss. So why am I even working with this person if I feel like I can't communicate with them? And I normally love my job. I mean, love my job. It's because of my customers. It's mainly because of my customers and a few of my coworkers. I have so much fun with them. We're laughing and giggling while we're on the line prepping the food. I mean, we're giggling, having fun, making jokes. I mean, sometimes I forget to take a break because I'm having so much fun. And it's my time to have a break. But I don't feel like I'm enjoying my job right now. No, I don't. Yeah. So that's where I'm at now. But it's her loss if she loses me. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or be overconfident, but I do take care of the store. I'm the only one that's never called off. I've never complained about the scheduling. I just come to work. Right now I'm complaining here, but I've never complained in general. But when she flips my schedule around, 1 minute I'm closing, and then all of a sudden now I have to open. You know, I've never called off. I'm the only manager that's not called off. I've been with the company for over 3 years and I've not called off. I've gotten married and took a week off, but I did not call off. Like, oh, I'm sick. I come to work if I'm sick. I don't care. I'm the only one that's not called off. And for her to yell at me on the phone was freaking rude as hell. I mean, I was so freaking mad. If I could punch a bitch through the phone, I would have. I was very mad. And so I've had a couple of days to calm down. And I still am mad. But I'm not as raging mad as I have been. But I've got to contemplate if I'm going to keep my job or if I'm going to put my 2-week notice in. I have to contemplate it. First I got to calm myself down enough, you know. And when I go in today and tomorrow, I'm going to get a feel for everything around. And we'll see. But for her to yell at me on the phone in the middle of a rush, and I actually made a lot of mistakes in being angry. Anyways. I'm going to go ahead and get off of this stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, poke, pry. Just pray for me. Pray for me. We all need Jesus. Jesus. Anyways, have a good day. Good night. Whatever you're doing in the world. Take care. And I'll see you a different time. I don't know when. Bye-bye.